The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
World premiere music from U2. The song is called Atomic City. I love it. And it's out today ahead of the U2 UV Achtung Baby live show at the futuristic MSG Sphere venue in Vegas. You see that, Kenzie? That big, huge ball they built? It's ridiculous.
That's where it is?
Yeah, that's where they're going to perform. The song is a tribute to Vegas, actually, and U2 performed it downtown and during a music video shoot a couple weeks back. If you saw, we talked about that, but they're going to perform, and Atomic City is here. And there you go. They kick off the residency in Vegas at the new MSG Sphere venue. If you're making a trip to Vegas, I want to go see it. Let us know what you think of the song. Now, here we go. Know the show with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So the last hour, we talked about a bunch of stuff. If you can answer these three questions, you are going to Chicago Fire and Inter Miami next week.
Can I answer?
Soldier Field.
I wanted to bring my son to the messy game. I'm ready.
You cannot answer, Kenzie. You must sit here and
ask me the questions.
No, you participate. Listen, I know you have a game show. This is not the time.
I never get to play. I own a TV game show that I'm on this show. I never get to play for anything.
Yeah, it's a very, very rough life you have going on.
Yes.
It's very sad. So, this is also sponsored by IDOT. Remember, drive sober or get pulled over. It's not a game. And these tickets, again, Wednesday, October 4th.
But you will win your way into a game. This actually is a game. That's not a game. This is.
This is a game. Midfield tickets, lowerable. And are you ready? Here we go. Question number 1. You must answer at 312-591-8300. Wait for all three questions before you call. Question number 1. When Brian drives to Wrigley Field, where does he strap his baby? Question number 2. Question number 2. According to Kenzie, what are the 3 types of rocks? And question number 3. What restaurant is Case the Producer devastated that it closed? 312-591-8300. You must answer all 3, and the first person through gets those glorious tickets. Got all the questions? Everybody got them?
It's just so annoying because I can't. What am I supposed to say? I want to say the answers.
No, you can't say anything. Just sit there and look beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
That didn't sound good?
No.
Okay. Well, enjoy the song then. Your boys Pierce the Veil.
Oh, God, I love these guys.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Call now.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Pierce the Veil. They have a couple shows, sold-out shows at the Aragon coming up end of November, early December. And they will be stopping in and hanging out with us like they did for the Cubby Bear, our pop-up, our free show we gave you with Pierce the Veil earlier this year. Such good guys. Such an amazing performance. Pierce the Veil. Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Now time for Know the Show. We asked you 3 questions about the 7 o'clock hour, between 7 and 8. You can answer all 3. You are going to Chicago Fire at Inter Miami. A messy game. It sounds like I'm saying it's a messy game. Lionel Messi, Wednesday, October 4th. And
Some people are mad, Lionel.
Yeah.
Some people are mad that you're saying it. I think it depends what language you say it in.
A messy game?
No, because it's like, you're saying Lionel.
Yeah.
But like that's how you'd say it in English. You know what I'm saying? So people are like, say
How
it.
should I say it in Spanish?
I think I honestly don't know. Lionel.
Lionel?
Lionel Messi.
Well, then Kenzie made up for me saying Lionel.
Yeah.
There we go.
Depending on what
Big-
language you would like to watch him in.
I'm just watching the game.
Lionel.
So 312-591-8300. You can answer these 3 questions. You are going, and Matt's checking in from Chicago. And Matt, ahoy. Hello, Matt.
Hello.
Yes, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. This is very important. It's very big. Focus. Here we go. Question number 1. When Brian drives to Wrigley Field, where does he strap his baby?
To the hood.
According to Kenzie, what are the 3 types of rocks?
Hard. Soft and shiny.
And what restaurant is Case the Producer devastated that it closed?
Burger King.
Okay, Matt, you are incorrect.
We're not going to say what's incorrect.
I'm not.
Or all of it, or some of it. We're not doing that.
That's right. I didn't go along. I let him answer all the questions. He's not right. So, 312-591-8300. These tickets are still out there, and we will come back. And Case is telling me, okay, he's getting people on the phones. We'll come back, and hopefully someone has it. Now, if no one gets it when we come back, we'll give everybody a shot at these tickets with God Bless the Baby. Everybody will have a chance if we can't get a winner at 312-591-8300. So stick around.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
All right. It is Know the Show from the 7 o'clock hour for the tickets for Chicago Fire and Inter Miami. See Messi live. That is at Soldier Field next Wednesday. These are midfield tickets in the lower bowl. Huge tickets for one of the hardest ones to get in Chicago this year. So we've gone through the phones. We ask you 3 questions about the hour and a lot of wrong answers. Got to say that. And take one more, I said, and its name's Omar. If Omar doesn't get this, everybody's got a chance. I'll just say God bless the baby, and everybody listening still has a chance at these tickets. So Omar, ahoy, what's going on?
Nothing much. How about you?
Pretty good. Here we go. It's pretty exciting. Are you excited?
Yep, very excited.
Okay, sound really excited. Jesus. Okay, here we go.
Maybe he's nervous.
Okay, if you're nervous here, you're right. It's a very big
I'm going to
thing.
give you the benefit of the doubt, Omar. I think you're just nervous.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, Omar, question number 1. When Brian drives to Wrigley Field, where does he strap his baby?
On the hood of the Nissan Rogue.
That's okay. That's correct. Good job.
Shh, don't do that.
It doesn't matter anymore. He's the last one I'm taking. I can
Oh,
tell the
that's
answers.
true.
I can tell the answers are right.
That's true.
That's right. The hood of my Nissan Rogue.
Okay.
Okay. According to Kenzie, what are the 3 types of rocks?
Hard, soft, and alternative.
That's right.
But am I wrong?
She's not
I
really wrong.
honestly thought the same thing, too, when I heard that question.
There you go. You and Omar. And finally, you get this one right, you are going to the game. What restaurant is Case the producer devastated that it closed?
Burger King.
Burger King is correct, my man.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And like we said, Chappelle tickets, Dave Chappelle tickets coming up at 9.5 hour away, playing the United Center. And Forbes, drops these lists of, like, let's say, most valuable sports franchise. And even the Bears, where they're at, are worth like $5 billion. Always blows my mind when we get these numbers of the values of things out there. And it's gotten to a point now where they release the top creators and their money earnings for the year now at this point. And I think a lot of people, we talked earlier about in the week, I think it was a story about Gen Zers. Most Gen Zers believe they could have a career as an influencer, these people in high school and college, because it's become a career path that seems like I could do that. Like, I could be a lawyer, I could be a doctor, I could be an influencer. And more power to you if you can, if you have something to offer on the internet, on Instagram or whatever. But these numbers are staggering. I mean, I figure people, the Kardashians, let's say, obviously they're billionaires together, all of them combined.
Right, and in kind of like many ways,
And they branched out into businesses, and that's the key. If you get followers on social, then you turn it into a business with something that you offer, like it's clothing line or perfume or whatever. But I was stunned by still some of these numbers of people that I know, and I even follow some of these people. For example, Mr. Beast. He's number 1. Let's start with the big dog. Mr. Beast is has the most subscribers on YouTube of anybody else. He has several channels. He's been offered $1 billion for his entire social platform.
I don't know who that is.
That's my point. Isn't that incredible?
I actually don't know. What does Mr. Beast? This looks like I made up for my kid.
If you saw a picture of him, you wouldn't think he's beastly. He's a very nice looking guy.
Oh, okay.
and made a name for himself of doing videos on the street, giving away money, that kind of thing. But he has so many other things he does. And maybe,
Right.
and Case can jump in here too, Case the producer, because we were talking about this today I follow Mr. Beast because once I found out about him a few years ago, I was just fascinated with how is this guy, why are people watching and what he's led into. He's got a food business. He's got a burger business. And he made $82 million this year as a YouTube influencer, Instagram, all the social platforms.
$82 million?
$82 million.
What is he doing in these videos?
I mean, Case, you've watched some
He's
of it
got to
too.
be popping and locking something,
No, he's not. He's not dancing. Not doing any of that stuff.
That's not what I meant.
Well, then explain popping and locking to me.
No, Brian, I'm not allowed to.
I know pop locking is dancing, is a pop lock dance move.
Pop, lock it, dog it. Is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah, that's what I was
Probably.
thinking of. There's something else I don't know. Okay.
All right. I mean, Mr. Beast does a lot of charity work now.
Yes.
But he's a YouTube vlogger who does a lot of like zany challenges. He's all about creating conflicts for himself. And then now he's spiraled into, like, he has really good chocolate bars. If you're ever in the checkout line at the grocery store, the
Right.
Mr. Beast chocolate is really good. But he's just a guy who has a front-facing camera, and he films himself doing a bunch of various tasks, and for some reason, he's become one of the most successful content creators on Earth.
Yeah, he has the Mr. Beast burger, too. He's in the food business, a lot of that. And
Where is that sold?
He's opening franchises, actually.
Oh, okay. So I thought he had like a collabsters on the burger.
No, it's not like a Wahlburgers thing where they have it in the Jewel Osco, even though they have the other restaurants.
Yeah.
The Kobe beef Wahlburger is very disappointing. Would not recommend.
Not influenced another way, making movies, those guys. Then they end up making burgers. The brother that wasn't in the movies made the burgers.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I have enjoyed quite a few Wahlburger.
That's a hustler right there, to not have movie star good looks or talent, but still be a burger guy. That's
He
huge.
doesn't even have to flip them.
I know.
It's unbelievable.
And I'm not judging. He doesn't have those things. The good-looking talent of
Is
acting
he
and all
not?
that.
I don't remember what he looks like.
Did you ever watch the Wahlburgers reality show? That was all about
Yeah, Kinsey, you missed the Wahlburgers. That wasn't on your DVR.
It was not
That's too bad.
brothers.
Now you're looking up that instead of
Yep.
Mr. Beast. But it's funny, like Kenzie doesn't know who he is. He's the biggest follower. And, me and Case, I follow him, but I wonder, here's what we're asking you. Do you care about these people? Because obviously enough people do. He's only 25 years old. He's bought a whole neighborhood of homes in where he lives in North Carolina. So he's bought like neighborhoods because he has that much money.
Holy crap.
And he's moving all his friends and family and his other creator, collab people in there so he can build this kind of city of whatever, a TV city,
Oh
basically.
my God. What is the word for that? Like a
A cult?
kind of.
I thought that's what you were going to say. I don't know.
I think it also starts with a C, so I thought you had it.
Oh, damn.
It's like a compound.
Oh, or a commune? Compound?
Well, like
Commune.
a compound is like, you know how you like, it's like different buildings, but like the land. I would not want to live like that with my family, I feel like.
You want a little buffer zone, a little distance?
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah. But anyway, so Mr. Beast is number one of these people. And again, 312-591-8300. Text in, call in. I'm just curious if you follow these people and live for following. Like, I follow Mr. Beast, but I don't live for it. I just want to see what the guy's doing now and then because he has that. And there's another guy on this list. Well, there's Jake Paul and Logan Paul. You know who those guys are? Kenzie?
Yes, they got in trouble.
Well, it's
Many
hard.
times.
Many times they get in trouble. And also, they become athletes, boxers, and MMA fighters, and they're really good, actually. And Jake Paul made $34 million this year. Jake Paul did. And I'm not sure. Logan's a little lower. I don't have his number. I'm
Really?
sorry.
I
Yeah.
would have thought Logan would be higher.
Because Jake Paul got into the boxing game and got these big purses for some of these fights, he ends up making money besides
Okay.
the other stuff that like Logan did. Logan was bigger first.
Yeah.
And then I think Jake kind of came in there and
But Mr. Logan's been a handful. I
There-
don't know if you remember what he got, why his career crashed initially.
I do
The
remember
first canceling.
overseas, the thing overseas.
Yes.
I don't want to get totally into it, but I don't want to get canceled myself.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you do a reaction video where you laughed. So
No.
Yeah. Tough.
Oh, Jake's brother made $21 million compared to his $34 million. So
what a loser.
yeah,
It's really struggling.
Logan made $21 million, I should say. So there.
Okay.
Yeah. This is another one that's happened, and this one also, Matt Rife. You know who he is?
Yes, he's like the. Is it Rife or is it Rifey?
It's I don't know. It's R-I-F-E. I thought it was Rife.
It's Rife.
Is that?
It's
wow.
Rife.
You've been calling him Rifey?
Rifey.
Hey,
It's not like somebody's wife, like they're a wifey. It's Matt Rife.
Rifey's so cute though, like that.
I'm sure you can call him that. I'm sure he wouldn't tell you no if you called him Matt
Rifey.
Rifey, but it is Matt Rife.
Huh.
So he's basically a comedian, a phenomenon who just
He just is a comedian. What do you mean he basically is?
Well, this is what blows me away. That this guy was playing small clubs for like 10 people not that long ago, and he has sold out the Chicago Theater next year. Is it 9 times, Case?
I think it's 8 technically, but I'm not going to split the difference here. 8 is still super impressive.
This is a guy that could probably then sell at the United Center if he can sell at the Chicago Theater 8 times. And not that long ago, he was nobody. And everybody saw this guy come up on your timeline. He's really good looking. Really good
He's
looking guy.
definitely popped up on like your TikTok or your
Yes.
Reels.
Yep.
Because crowd work is kind of his thing.
Yes.
So he like roasts the crowd and interacts with them, and those are the videos that you've seen pop up. He's got the curly hair. You definitely have seen it.
I don't even know if that's his whole act, but you're right. That's what got him on the map. He made $25 million this year as a creator, influencer.
$25 million.
And he,
As a comic, Brian, why are you demeaning his profession?
no, I'm saying He was a comic that was.
The videos getting posted? Is that what you're trying to say?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, actually. I don't know if it's from TikTok or if it's from Instagram.
He's just yelling at people's net worths. He's like, Jeff Bezos, influencer. Nope.
Well, obviously,
No.
he sold out. Obviously, he sold out Chicago theaters 8 times. So the money's coming from the tour that he's doing as well now. He sold over 750,000 tickets for his international tour. He was 15 months ago. He was paid $75 for a comedy show. That's what I mean, like by just a comedian. Not like I'm not demeaning comedians, but he was doing small shows, and now he's doing 8 times the Chicago theater next year sold out.
Kinsey, Brian and I, before you got here this morning, were debating men's attractiveness, as we often do, and we were
Yes.
getting into an argument over whether or not Matt Rife is good looking, and I would like everybody's input on this. I think he looks like a weird alien boy. Brian thought he was very handsome. Do you have an opinion on this?
Matt Rife, he's obviously he's fit. I mean, he has things with his shirt off there, but is his face pretty?
I think he's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I do not have any type of celebrity crush on him.
Okay.
The thing is, though,
He's no Kevin James.
you know that's my celebrity crush. That is my celebrity crush, and you know that.
It's amazing that Kevin James was in town a week ago and Kenzie didn't track him down. That's too bad.
I've seen him several times. I love him.
Not performing, you've just stalked him a number of
I
times.
love him, and I'm just going to emphasize that.
He didn't know what was going on, actually.
I
He
love
was-
him so
He
much.
was just going to the grocery store.
But this guy is attractive. It just, I'm weird though. I don't find people attractive initially. I feel like I have to. It takes me time. I had to watch a lot of seasons of King of Queens, and I'm like, this is my
Yeah,
husband.
season 7, he was really in his prime,
I'm
wasn't
like,
he?
hey,
those
how
green
you
shorts.
doing? How you doing?
Nicole just texted in, Matt Rife is hot.
A lot of people are like super, super into him. And the thing is, his personality really plays in that too, because he's so funny. And it's like a very likable, you know.
Yeah, apparently he was on Wild 'N Out with Nick Cannon. Someone's texting in on that's how he kind of got put on the map a little bit, or at least started that way. But it wasn't that long ago, and now he's clearing $25 million. So next year he's probably going to make, if he keeps that pace up, he's going to make like $100 million. He'll probably beat Mr. Beast next year in the Forbes
crazy.
list. And I'm interested in seeing him. Like, I love comedians. When he comes to town, we'll try to get him in. We gave away tickets to that, by the way. But the guy's going to be too big. Like, is this influencer? And I wonder if people care about him. Like, some people are saying, I've never heard of the guy. Never heard of him. Don't know.
It's amazing that somebody can have millions and millions and millions of followers and make an insane amount of money off of it. And I feel like that. I don't know if you've seen it, but the Gillette shaving commercial. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
With the father and son. Okay. And I'm like, I don't understand why these guys are on my TV. And I asked my brother, I'm like, is this like an athlete I don't know about or something? I go, no, they're influencers online, and they got a legit TV commercial.
What?
And it blows my mind. I had never seen them before, but they have that much of a following that Gillette Razors wants to use them. But it's crazy how known you can be, and like people still don't know who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I brought
it's
this up.
so weird.
And I'm wondering if our listeners, our crew members, do care about these people, because obviously a lot of people do, because they're making millions of dollars, 100 million at some point, and all these influencers, and who are they? And also, is there someone you actually do follow that you love so much? Maybe it's these people or somebody else that is, on Instagram.
What influencer do you follow that you like?
What influencer do I follow?
I would be very interested to know what you would follow.
I got to grab my phone, I think. That's kind of hard for me to judge off the top of my head. Case?
Well, there's one influencer that I'm obsessed with. I'm not a fan by any means, but I find her life to be fascinating. And it was this woman, her name is Acacia Brinley. I think she now goes by Acacia Kersey because she got married. But she was very Tumblr famous when bands like Arctic Monkeys and whatnot were becoming big. She was an influencer in that scene. And then she became like a teen mom. And then she got in trouble for the way she treated her kids. And she's just spiraled out of control. And all of it is happening on my Instagram feed, and I'm fascinated by her. I listen to her even though I don't necessarily like her. She's lived such a wild life that I pay attention to everything she does.
You just want to know what's going on over there.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, check and see.
Is there one for you, Kenzie, that you follow so much, like you
It
care
always
about?
changes. It was always like, I like to find people that are full-blown committed to the things that I'm slightly interested in so I can get enough information off of them. Like, I follow a few, like, mom natural bloggers because I'm like, I want some recipes here and there. So they've committed their whole life to it, and I would like to lightly dabble when I'm ready. And that's kind of what I follow. I'm so out. I follow Kim Kardashian.
I follow the Kardashians, too.
Your wife lets you do that?
Yeah, I love them.
You follow.
We watch it together.
You watch the show still?
I haven't watched this season. I guess there's a new one on Hulu dropping this weekend. I think the new one.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that. I saw some of the first season, but I used to watch it when it was on E for like ever. I watched every
Yeah.
episode.
You follow the Kardashians?
Yeah. Well,
Because you find them so interesting. Is that
they
why?
really have a lot to offer.
Yeah, Brian likes
they?
their personality, not their looks.
Well, obviously.
How dare you allege that
He's
something
in it
else
for
was
their
go-
minds.
They're really smart. Yeah, they are.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.